You're now live. All right, let's post this comment and pin it. Post. Pin. Ooh, we back at it again. No, but seriously, hello, all my good people, Skyy Level Media family. Welcome back in this thing. We will have Mack joining us. So shout out to all of the fans of Mack. And like we do every Wednesday, drop your city. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And how y'all feeling. Thank you, Ebony. Atlanta. Ooh, Chicago. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Chi-Town. DMV. Jersey. I've never been to Jersey. I gotta get there. I've been to the other places. I really loved Chicago when I went, but I heard summertime in Chicago is the best time to go. So definitely gotta do that. All right, so he's joined. So we're gonna get him on here soon once he sends his request. Oh, wow.
Yo.
There we go. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
All righty. Well, hello. Welcome.
Thank you. What's poppin'?
Nothing much. So for you and for everyone who's just tuning in, my name is Lily. So I'll be your host for our podcast.
Well, it's good to meet you, Lily.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we do this every Wednesday. We talk to some of your favorite celebs. We talk to people who are out in the streets, doing what they're doing, and just have fun-filled conversation. And what we like to do, we like to play this icebreaker game. And this one is basically you got to finish the sentence. So I would say a sentence. You will complete the sentence with whatever comes to mind first, okay?
Okay.
So the first one. I left the house at 1 a.m. because...
I left the house at 1 a.m. because only because I have a work obligation. Like either a club is calling me, or it's either the club is calling me. I have to work, or I have to be on set at a certain time, or I'm going to the gym. Like there's a 24-hour gym that I know about. So yeah.
Okay, all business. That's what it sounds like.
All business, only business.
Okay. All right, the next one. My daughter needed me to...
My daughter needed me to literally just be there. She's so independent-minded, and she's so, like, everything is for her. She has to do it herself. Like, she doesn't want you, like, even when you're feeding her, she doesn't want you to feed her. She wants to, like, give me the spoon. I want to eat myself. So she just needs me to be there. Like, she just wants to make sure that dad's there.
Right. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, the next one. The last time I was in the studio, I
recorded. I recorded. Last time I was in the studio, I recorded. We just got a whole little setup in the house. So, I'm starting to record a little more, get all of the stuff together. But yeah, last time I was in the studio, we were recording one of the new joints.
Okay. That's what we like to hear. That's all we need. We know you working. Cool. Okay. Let me see. The last song I played was...
The last song I played. Was probably young boy Jack Harlow. He did a remix to his song "What's Poppin'." It has like Lil Wayne, the Baby, and Tory Lanez on it. I heard it just to kind of hear it. But before that, it's Tiana's album, of course.
Yeah. Got it on rotation. Okay, and then the last one. I never knew love was so...
I never knew love was so many things. I think a lot of times we kind of look to love, or look at love as like the whole you know, fairy tale-esque hard eyes,
Yep.
emojis type thing. But it could be a place of strength. It could be a place of centering. It could be a place of business acumen. Like there's so
Yeah.
many different things that love can actually be,
True.
if you allow it to be.
True. That's the key, allowing it. All right. Well, we're gonna hop right into it. So
Hmm.
first, everyone knows you just celebrated your first Father's Day.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So how was that feeling? Like, did you ever imagine that one day you would literally like have a daughter here on earth?
Nah, nah. And not, and I think everybody has the whole idea of wanting to be, I guess, a father, or wanting to be, have kids one day. We always, no matter how old you are, we all kind of have that thought. I'm gonna have kids one day, or
Right.
one day down the line. But when that day actually comes, it's a whole different feeling. So this Father's Day was it was very surreal.
Yeah.
I got very Father's Day esque gifts, which was
Yeah.
amazing. I got socks with my baby's face on it, which was
Oh.
crazy. I got like my girl and the baby got like a rock like that was like inscribed with like a nice quote, and things of that nature. We just got and window washing fluid. I'm a
Okay.
full blown father now. Full blown
Yeah,
full blown
the
father.
gifts done switched up for you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's beautiful though. And I mean, what a special time to become a father, and a Black father at that.
Yeah, man.
You hold
Yeah,
tremendous weight, and for real.
yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you, thank you.
No problem. And speaking about what's going on in the world today with the racial injustice that's still happening in the world, you
Hmm.
actually starred in a TV drama, Shots Fired. And for those who
Yes.
don't know what it's about, you played the role of a Black cop who killed a white teen and then was
Hmm.
convicted, while a white man killed a Black teen and was let free. So during filming back in 2016, was it hard to be on set sometimes? Like, how did you, well, one, how did you prepare? And then how did you decompress from the role?
Um, to answer the first question, yes, it was hard to be on set at times. But I think, jumping into something like this, something that, I guess, is the art is worth more than the paycheck that they're giving you, or anything. Like it's one of those things that is necessary and is going to ring true for a long
Right.
time. It was more than worth it. Like it's one of those things, like you have to kind of build yourself up every day, especially knowing the character that you're playing, somebody who unnecessarily took the life of someone. Um, yeah, it's crazy to think about. Anyway, I do think it was very hard to be on set on a lot of those days, but we all, as all of us on set, knew what we had to do.
Right.
Training, I went to actual police training. Like I had to do a few ride-alongs with police officers. I got training from police officers in Charlotte and in New York City.
Okay.
And gun training, the whole 9 yards, just to
Right.
kind of get an idea of what, one, the way that they're trained, two, the things that they're learning behind that blue wall, and just kind of the mindset of that they carry on an everyday basis, and how scared. Like, you have to understand, a lot of these police officers are going into these situations terrified, like
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
Not, and that's not giving them.
An excuse.
I'm
But
not
they're human.
saying, but they're human. They're going into these situations scared. They either, one, need to understand how to handle the situation, whether they're scared or not, or two, just not be in that situation. But that's a whole nother
Right.
story.
Right.
And how did I decompress from it? You know, I think once we finished it, and having all of that, the weight of all of that on your shoulders, you kind of a lot of times kind of sit back and try to figure out, like, what it all means.
Mm-hmm.
Was it worth it? But for this show, it was different, right? The day we ended, you got that understanding and that validation that it was worth it. Our production was supposed to end a certain day before it was supposed to end a certain day, but we got pushed back by certain things.
Okay.
Production schedules always kind of vary, but the schedule got pushed back,
Mm-hmm.
and we wound up ending, like our last day of shooting was literally on Emmett Till's birthday.
Wow.
And it was like it was a surreal moment where you really kind of think like, okay, if at any moment during this entire production, you know, you had any doubts, you had any thoughts about what you were
Right.
doing, this was kind of God saying, nah,
It's
understand why you did this.
right.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real. That's beautiful to hear. And I mean, I think it's like people like yourself who are in Hollywood and who are, you know, portraying these roles and putting the stuff out is just needed. It's needed for the generation now, for the generation before, and for the generation like of your daughter, because they have to grow
Mm-hmm.
up and learn this and learn their history. So very
Absolutely.
powerful. And you've posted about Artists for Black Lives on your page. So
Mm-hmm.
how and or what have you been able to do to use your platform to help bring awareness to injustice?
Well, but you know, besides just the usual, what everybody's doing is, you know, tweeting and everything. I think we need to. It's more about just placing one tweet and thinking that you're a part of the fight. It's about continually fighting. It's about continually amplifying the voices or the message necessary. Whether it's about Breonna Taylor, who we still need to.
Right.
This needs to be rectified. It's ridiculous to think that this young woman who was someone on our front lines for the pandemic that we're a part of right now, was
Right.
killed in her house in her sleep
Right.
because of police officers coming into her house because of a warrant that they. It's the whole thing is crazy,
It is.
huh? Oh, right here. This is the elevator over here. Anyway, the whole idea is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I think one amplify keeping making sure that we continue to amplify the message to, you know, donations, you know, giving where it's needed, manpower, you know, giving sweat equity into what's needed, like making sure that you know, if I'm able to, that my body is on those front lines as well. You know, I'm protesting as well. I'm making sure that I'm donating. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that when my daughter turns 14, 15, 16, that she as a black woman doesn't have to worry about or feel the same drama that these young girls,
Right.
these young black women are going through right now. It's
Right.
ridiculous.
100%. So true. This is beautiful that you are using your platform. I mean, people appreciate it. We see it. So we definitely applaud you for your effort. And, you know, acting, you're very talented. You're so talented. I think the first time I saw you was Secret Lives of Bees
Thank you.
and Red Tails, which you were awesome in. And we see that you were on set in Virginia before COVID
Hmm.
hit. So can you let us in on what that project was or what you were working on?
I could tell you a little bit. So it's a television show that's executive produced by my big brother, Reggie Bythewood,
Okay.
and my other big brother, Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Just big as in tall, you know, he's just
Yeah.
taller than me, whatever.
Okay.
No, but you know, these two guys kind of came together and came up with a show called Swagger, and it's kind
Okay.
of just based around kids, you know, playing in AAU basketball, like when they're in the ages of like 13 to maybe like 16.
Okay.
So it's surrounding the kids. I'm an adult. I won't get into the character I'm playing and all of that, but it's surrounding the kids. The kids are like the main focus, and these kids are actual like ballers.
Okay.
These kids are ballers,
So
but you're seeing what life what how life, I guess what it all entails for them, like, you know, from playing basketball in their home lives. A lot of these kids are coming from inner city neighborhoods and all of that. So what does that look like?
right. Now, can you play ball? Did you show him a little bit of your
Not at all.
like no?
Not at all. Not even a little bit. I'm not gonna front. Not
Okay.
gonna lie. I am not. I am probably the furthest thing from a baller. I can act. I'm a
Okay.
great actor.
But athletically, you're not there. Okay, it's okay. At least you're honest about
Yeah.
it. So
I feel. Yeah.
Will the filming continue after all of this is over?
Yes, we I think hopefully, Lord willing, we're supposed to be
Right.
resuming filming in the next month or so, you know, because we're down here in Richmond, we're about to reach phase 3, which kind of allows us to, you know, start up production, you know, smaller scale production, but still start up production, pre-production, getting into everything. So we should hopefully be ready to start shooting again in like January. No, January, July. Sorry, like the end of July-ish.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
exciting. Well, good. And okay, so now that you know you're a new father,
Hmm.
does that change the way that you may approach the lyrics in your music or any projects that you may take on
Um,
film?
I think it more so changes having a daughter now. Kind of changes the way that I look at time.
Okay,
You know,
elaborate.
I think now, whereas before I would jump into things and, you know, let managers be on some like you know, figure out how I can work as much as I possibly could within, you know, a year.
Right,
Whereas now it's about, okay, nah, let's make smarter moves that'll continue to keep our career moving forward, but that I can spend as much time as possible with my daughter.
right.
So whether that's being in the studio, it's like, okay, cool, I got to get a studio in the crib. So, okay, I got to do this, that, cool. Or just, you know, whatever it takes to be more around her, to spend more time with her. That's kind of what changed. The lyrical content, I feel like I would be doing a disservice not only to my fans but to my daughter to not be as honest as I've always been.
Right.
And movie wise, I've been shaping my career since I was young, in making sure that I chose the right things, the right setting of things. I've turned down a lot of things that, you know, not necessarily because of what I guess how big it would take me or whatever, but just because it didn't resonate with me in a certain way. So I think just making sure that uh, any 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 projects that I write myself or any projects that I write for someone else, make sure that it rings true in the same place that the music does, so that no matter what, I've been unapologetically truthful
Right.
in what I'm doing.
Right. 100%. And so we know that you've been working on the film aspect. What about the music? Because I mean, I've
Hmm.
been a fan of your music. I love your music. After Hours
Thank
was
you, thank you.
a show. So for your fans out there who is like itching and fiending for new music, when can they expect anything or a single or
Very soon, like
okay?
very soon. We are. I'm trying to drop something ASAP. You know, with everything going on, I kind of pulled back on a record that we were gonna just drop for just for the people, kind of just give them something. But I think we're coming back to a time where I think people can, where people want music, people
Yeah.
need something right now.
Okay.
So I think I got something to kind of quell everybody for a little while.
Hold us over.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now Tristan's book club. It was just
Hmm.
featured on Beyonce.com. Y'all lit.
I know, it's crazy.
As one of the many elite black businesses. Super dope. So congrats on that. What was your
Thank you.
reaction when you got this news?
I was hype. I was like, what? It was funny. So my girl came in the room. She said, "Tristan, did you see this?" I said, "No, what?" She said, "Beyonce just posted Tristan's book club on the website." I said, "You're
Wow.
lying." So now, after seeing it, you know, shout out to everybody, you know, my homegirl Maisha over there at Parkwood. Shout out to B. Shout out to my homegirl Angie. Everybody over there. It's been. I appreciate everybody over there like 200%, man. It's just to understand that they are helping me, uh, helping me push entrepreneurship into my daughter's life.
Right.
It's amazing, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's just very important, especially for our community, one to support each other, and then
Yes.
two, literacy is so important. So can you talk about the importance within the Black community and also parents exposing their kids to books at a young age, because your baby girl, she's so young, but she
Yeah,
holds
man.
books like she know every word on the page.
Yeah, you know, one of the main things that me and my girl kind of always had a conversation about when we first had Tristan was the importance of literacy. And you know, I think somebody kind of told us beforehand, oh, they say that you should read 5,000 books to your kid before they get into, you know, before their first time in school. So we were like, okay, cool. You said 500, 500. I say 5,000.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay, above and
We gonna go to the top.
beyond. Yeah.
um, no, but I just having that mindset, it's like, okay, cool. We have to start her now. We have to start her now, where she's starting to learn books, where she's starting to love books, where she's starting to like love the feel of books in her hands. She wants to ingest them as much as possible. It starts now. Um, and I think in our community we live now in a society where everything is so much spoon fed, or so much so like microwavable. It's so
Right,
easy to access anything. You don't need to learn how to write. You don't need to learn how to read anymore.
right.
You know, all of the pictures are right here on your phone. You
And
know,
not teaching cursive.
people exactly, people are having conversations through emojis now versus actual like
Right.
dialect.
Mm-hmm.
So just having making sure that she had you can do whatever you want, but make sure that you have a good understanding of literacy and understand comprehension. I think that for me that's huge in the development
Mm-hmm.
of a young black educated woman. I think a young black educated woman, to me, is one of the most dangerous things in the world.
Facts. So true. And that, I mean, and at the age of that, your daughter is in all the way up. So I forget what age they said it is, but their brain is like a sponge.
Yes,
It's so important too. If you want to teach them a new language, teach them at that age. If you want to teach them just different things, that is so pivotal and so important at a young age to push literacy and reading. Because I mean, if you can read and you understand, you can really accomplish anything. So
absolutely.
kudos to you guys. And
Thank you.
you know, we know you chef it up a little bit. You got like a whole what do they call it? Icon of food and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So are you gonna be the one teaching your baby girl how to cook in the kitchen, or you leaving it to mom?
No, that's. I mean, it's going to be a mix of both of us. Her mom definitely cooks too. So, you know, between me, her mom, and then you know my dad, my mom, they cook. Everybody in my house, like from where I grow up, everybody cooks.
Okay.
But and out of all of the siblings, I probably am the one that cooks the most.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta bestow that. I gotta push that on her. I gotta make sure that she, you know, she's at least knowledgeable in the kitchen, so she doesn't burn a house down.
Oh, facts. And you
Yeah.
know, maybe y'all could hit us with a quick little Tristan's cookbook. I
We
I
might. That'll
do
be
the trend.
fire.
All right, so speaking about your daughter, years later down the road, when your daughter
Mm-hmm.
is older and she now fully can understand what's going on in the world today, and if
Mm-hmm.
you could leave her a video message for her to go back and look at, what would that message be?
Um, you know, I'm glad that you asked that. Right. Think I think the easy question would kind of be try to break down everything that's going on in the world. Try to like let her know about racism and all of that, right? But to me, thinking about it as we speak, the message that I would want to leave to her is more of understanding how how beautiful she is and
Mm-hmm.
how lucky she is to be black. I want her to love herself. I want her to appreciate the skin that she's in. I want her to understand that we come in different colors, that we
Right.
come in different shapes, and that every single one is beautiful. I want her to love unapologetically her black ass self. Like I want her to be so happy and so proud to be black, because I think to me that pride, that love of self, you can't beat that. But like that is something, that's something that carries through in your work. That's something that carries through in the people that you love. You know, you got to think, like, a lot of times these people who aren't able to find love is because they don't know how to love themselves.
Right.
So I want her to really, I want to teach her not only how to love herself as a person, but to love her culture, love where she's from, not to be scared to be herself at any time for
Right.
anybody. You be your happy black ass
Like,
self everywhere you go, because you are black and you are beautiful and you are proud, and I am your father. Like, that's the message that I would leave for her.
yes, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. And coming from someone who's like a girl dad, that's all she needs. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, growing up, me and my father were tight. We're still tight to this day. But as a woman, you literally learn everything, how to move. You learn how to love yourself. You learn how to finesse. Literally, it all comes from your father. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to you, and, you know, just praying that you guys have a beautiful relationship as she continues to get older and grow and
Thank you.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
So before we hop off,
Okay.
what's next for Mack Wow?
Well, like we said, we're finishing up Swagger, so that should be coming out very soon on Apple TV Plus. Look out for that. You know, we have a couple movies coming down the pipeline. We have we were supposed to be doing South by Southwest, a movie that me
Right.
and Kofi Cerebro did, was supposed to be dropping.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was
That's
gonna be
gonna be
fun.
dope.
That was gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's called Really Love. The director's name is Angel. Angel, she's fantastic, fantastic. It's a story kind of based in DC. Young artist, you know, starting to bud in his career, and he has to choose between uh, a woman that he falls in love with and the career that's starting to build. It's
No.
crazy. That movie. We also have we have music coming that you guys have been waiting for. We have some
Mhm.
really, really good music that's coming your way. You know, some other endeavors for me, like writing, directing. But you know, you'll see. I like to show versus
Yeah. You
tell.
let it
So you
speak for
guys will
yourself.
see. Yeah.
I got you. Well, cool. I appreciate it. Looking, I gotta tell Shaka. Shaka is my mentor, and
Yeah.
I know that
Uh huh.
she don't play about her nephew, so
Yeah, that's family, man. That's
I
family.
have to tell them that, you know, we spoke today, and we really appreciate you coming on here, and, you know, just sharing words, being honest and truthful, and just keep on doing what you're doing. We support you 100%, and
Thank you.
yeah, man, keep up
Hold
the
on.
good
Somebody wants
work.
to say hi. Hold on. Say hi, Tris. Say hi.
Oh,
Say hi.
she's so cute. Hey, mama, already ready for the camera. I love it.
Already.
Love it. All right, well, God bless you and your family. You guys be safe and take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Alrighty. That's all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And per usual, we're going to save this so you can go back and watch it. And we appreciate the support. We'll be back next Wednesday with another conversation in the Sky Lounge. So, goodbye.